What up, tribe? It's your girl Raji, and I'd like to welcome you to my podcast, The Kush Concierge, something for the people, where the evolved hustlers come to learn more about hoodoo, tarot, culture, astrology, and a little bit of everything in between. I hope you guys had a great day yesterday and were able to enjoy the podcast that I posted. Yesterday was a download type of day. I uploaded like 2 hours worth of Kush Concierge vibes. So if you weren't able to catch those, they are uploaded. I'm just uploading the visuals from yesterday. Yesterday felt like a research day. Yesterday was like study day. Because I am getting ready to do some new e-guides, and I'm, making sure it's thorough. It's, all the way. So, yeah, I have been doing my fair share of reading and research, and yesterday was no different. But for good, for the good of the gang, basically. I'm reading. I always suggest y'all do y'all reading yourself. Also, research me. If you've been listening to me since beforehand, I tell you, as a library lover, go find yourself 3 sources to, make sure what I'm saying is correct. I say 3 or more, you can kind of, put it out there. But, yeah, I do the researching for the most part, so y'all don't have to. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing. That's what I was doing yesterday. I was gonna go live yesterday, but then I changed my mind at the last minute because it's the information in the downloads were oh, wow, what was that? Confirmation. Definitely got some good sleep, so I don't know where the hell that came from. The information in the downloads were so fucking heavy yesterday, and when you get ready. Okay, so before I jump in, let me just say, if you're new here, welcome. What up, though? I appreciate you for tapping in. For everyone that has been an OG, you've been here. I appreciate y'all, and thank you for continuing to support and engage with my business. Boom shakalaka. Nah, for real. But yeah, so like I told y'all, research is my thing. I can get lost in it. I love it. So I love to read and connect the dots and all that good shit, right? So yesterday was no different. I gathered enough to get on here and put out the message, which is my general thing, but then I had to start to research, and with that energy from the hurricane coming through, and oh my God, it was so much. But when I realized this the other day when I was researching for, not the other day, it was months ago when I was doing the guides, and I was trying to give y'all different guides, just in case you don't resonate with hoodoo or voodoo or, whatever you just happen to practice. You might be pagan, more into pagan magic or whatever. So, I was okay, let me just go research everything, cover. It's a lot of them now. Oh my God, it's a lot of them. But I was when I went looking for Venus, I ain't even gonna hold you. I did realize then, I was damn, Greek mythology got its fucking claws in the US of A. Greek mythology, which has, switched over to Roman Catholic mythology. Anyway, I don't want me to talk about this shit. They don't want me to talk about this. I already know it because the tea that I drank was specifically tea that was for amping you up. So somebody don't want me to fucking talk about this shit. Some energies, but I'm gonna push it anyway, right? But yeah, so I noticed then, I was damn, the information is vast and it is a fucking lot. Whereas when you go to searching voodoo or hoodoo, a lot of our stuff is more we got literature out there, don't get it twisted, but it's oral tradition mostly, right? Whereas when you go looking for shit like Greek mythology, Roman mythology, certain shit, like, it's a lot of information, like a lot. And like, I stared down the barrel and I said, all right, fuck it. Like, I know it's time for me to teach more in depth. So I am going to start my process of researching like each of like the Olympians and the Titans and, you know, what the important, I ain't trying to say that. So any spirits, you know what I'm saying? What you trying to say, we ain't important? But, you know, like the major, like I think it's like 12 Titans and then, 12 Olympians and then there's so many Titans. So I'm going to narrow it down to that because it's a slew of them motherfuckers. No shade, all tea. And baby, I was like, oh my God. So I just try to like start off with a little outline and I was like, all right, I'm going to just tap in to see who I need to be looking up, what I need to be looking up, because I do have a tendency to like veer off track and just start reading and be like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to like develop an outline so I know what I'm looking for, who I'm looking for when I go to looking and deep diving. But it's like you go researching and one thing leads to like, you go for the Romans, right? You go for the typical Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, March, whatever, whatever. Then you got to go to the Greeks. Then you gotta go to the fucking Babylonians and the Assyrians. Like, oh my God. Then we ain't gonna get on the motherfucking Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? And it's so much. And I ain't even tapping over into our brothers from another mother, you know, on the east side of things. I ain't even scratched the motherfucking surface. And I took an ethics and religion class. Like, I've been in these classes, and I ain't even gonna hold you. I find it so funny that I fell asleep in art history when I was in college. I used to fall asleep every class. I hated it. It was so boring. But now it's like I'm looking. But anyway, like you click one thing, it leads you to another thing. Because most deities, unless they are personified, just like voodoo got their Lawaz and people that's only a part of them, Greek and Roman mythology is the same way. Some things you only gonna find in Greek mythology. Some things you only gonna find in Roman mythology. Like, it don't bleed over into the Egyptian pantheon and, you know, significant shit like that. So I'm like, okay, this is a lot. Interesting, nonetheless, but a lot. But I also feel like it's work that needs to be done because we done been fed so much shit and we miss so much shit because of it. You know, where, you know, one thing leads to another that I feel like I said, it needs to be done. It needs to be taught. But before I can do that, I gotta like dig a little deeper on I already knew some things, but like, you know, like I said, you kind of just play around and you skim the surface of, you know, the day to day. Something is biting me, feels like. But so I had got to the most interesting part of it, where Zeus decides that he wants to. Somebody do not want me. Zeus, which is the great grandson of Uranus. Yes, a person. Right? I got a whole little write-up. I ain't even finna get into it right now. I'm gonna just tap in on this to let y'all know how deep I am in these streets with this shit. So, Zeus have relations, or they say the hand of God, which is supposed to be Zeus, right? He touches Lo. Lo is a daughter of a nymph and a freaking Egyptian. She's the mother. They anyway, the Hesites and they whatever Spirit says. I don't know, like Divine Mary Magdalene type team, and they have your faces. I ain't even open. I'm telling y'all, I refuse to open my motherfucking notebook right now. But so they have your face. So anyway, he's like demigod status, right? Well, full God status if you ask me, because Anyway, Lo, and he must have really liked her because Hera had an issue with her. So much so that Hera made Zeus turn Lo into a cow. And then got mad when Zeus was visiting the cows and shit. What the fuck? Okay, so the object of the story, the moral of the story, right? That Euryphus is the king of Egypt. Yes, I know, right? So somewhere along the lines, God said, "Here we go. Let's do some things with one of the major ladies of Egypt." Now, what's interesting about Lo is she is also the daughter, or her ancestors. Let me just put it like this. Her ancestors are nymphs. What's a nymph? A nature spirit. So then you go to Pekin and you see, and one of her, like the nymph, like she was a part of the pygmies. Her uncle or something like that is Poseidon. What? Poseidon and his boy. But the overall point is, like, she's a spirit, right? So we figure out, like, where are they coming up with this, like, Bellicus or Queen of Sheba, who was also rumored to be of, like, nymph or jinn. I gotta deep dive some more on that shit now. But a spirit, like, you are a spirit. Then I found this article where they're talking about the Ethiopians, and they describe them as being high-souled creatures. Like, we got spirit because we come from the earth herself. We come from Gaia or Newt, or, depending on, what culture you ask, what she called or whatever. So I was trying to draw, like, a direct line. Okay, so Lilith is the first woman, but who was the first woman considered to be out of the Egyptian pantheon? Like, who was that? I found her. It took deep digging enough. Like, they took me around the world and back again to get to the shit, but I found her. And Neith, who is the personification of Aset, who is Isis, according to Greek mythology, who is Aphrodite, according to Greek mythology. And a lot of shit, like, they took, but at somewhere along the lines, like, they started to do their own thing. And then they came back and they made it again, and now all of us, now obviously it's all, like, mixed and jumbled and, synchronized or whatever. And there is a point where everybody kind of has somewhat of the same theory, just different names. And then, like I said, then everybody just drop off into their own shit. So yeah, I was trying to find the first woman. Don't ask me why. This is no disrespect to my brothers and sisters from another mother on the other east side of things. I wouldn't, like, obviously y'all probably wouldn't even give a fuck to do that research, but, like, I feel like I wanted to know, why did it drop off the way it did? Why, you know what I'm saying? Obviously we were synchronized because we were overtaken by them, but before that, you got to follow the breadcrumbs. And even in knowing your enemy, or your oppressor, yourself, you find yourself. And I say that because, again, a lot of the little shit that they was following, some things they built on their own, things were created out of them. But the foundation of who they are is rooted in synchronizations from the Egyptian pantheon, which is vast, like, first dynasty, 15, like, niggas was looking. I was like, oh my God, so much research. And you ask yourself, why you going back so far? Why are you doing this? Because if you are to truly, like, get to the root of the thing. Like, why do they hate us so much? Why are we consistently oppressed? Why the fuck did, air quotes, Zeus say, okay, go, like, kill all the demigods, gotta have a hard life type shit. And then you think, like, damn, who's all the demigods? And then you think, damn, you look and you realize it's those people. And I ain't saying everybody got touched with, a little bit of that razzle dazzle, but the majority of us, yeah. And again, looking back even that far to see, be the reason being is because they made it with nymphs, made it with nature spirits. And that's why it's such a big deal for us to be able to be connected to our land and our resources. And they be feeling some type of way about that voodoo and that hoodoo. I'll never forget, like, I was, like, still green. I went into this, like, magic store. It's a cult shop or whatever. And it was ran by, like, an older, white man. And he seemed friendly enough. I don't know if I ever told y'all about this, but I had just started wearing my crystals and my mojo bags and shit, like, but I knew that I should wear them, so I got kind of started, and I was kind of visiting these stores in the area, just, seeing what I like, see where I want to shop for my shit, because if you know anything about me, I love a good botanica, I love a good occult shop, I love a good candle and an incense. That's my thing. Even though I have a shop online, I still like to go to. So that's how I know eventually I'm going to have a store. Because I love going to the store, touching and looking. Like, it's a thing. It needs to happen. So anyway, I went there. And I don't know if I ever told y'all this story. Did I ever tell y'all this story? I don't know if I did. I don't feel like I did. Did I? I don't know. So anyway, I go to the store. Me and my children walking around looking. And he's a hypnosis type guy or whatever you call it. I'm sorry. It's a lot of shit I just don't feel like looking up today. Hypnotherapist, hypnosis, like a mind control type thing, right? And I got my mojo bags. And I also got a little razzle dazzle, which I ain't going to go deep off into to the public. Because somebody's always... Big Brother's always listening. But I got a little razzle dazzle. And so he talking to me, right? And I could tell he trying to, like, get in my head. And honestly, I had started reading cards or whatever, and I noticed that, like, he had, like, rooms and people could come there and read and do, like, they'll hire you out. But they, like, was paying next to fucking nothing. Like, it was highway fucking robbery. You know what I'm saying? Like, peons for these people to come in there, right? And he made it known that you couldn't, like, you had to sign something, like you couldn't practice on your own, you couldn't try to get your own customers, etc., which is how most businesses do. Even if you're in the beauty business, that's what they do. So that wasn't a big red flag, but I was kind of like, I don't know about it. But because I was, like, building my own, like, platform at the time, so I was like, I don't know about that. Anyway, he asked me when I practice. I tell him that, I'm good with the roots or whatever and oils, which I am. And I'm like, well, I could, bring you some products. He contract with people. And, like, the space for Ruhr, conjure, whatever, is very small. If you be in Georgia, you would know, like, most of the good, like, African, melanin is, like, South Side, city, low country type shit, near Alabama. Funny, huh? Because Alabama be trying to, like, they don't know what time it is. Anyway. So, I know he, like, a hypno type person. So, it kept being, like, a whole bunch of interruptions while we were talking. So, he had to get on the phone. So, anyway, Jimmy just chopped this shit on up because I know I'm going out of underwear. we talking or whatever, and my children standing beside me, and we shielded or whatever, and he's trying to talk to me, but he trying to dig. You feel me? He trying to dig. He trying to get in my mind. He trying to get in, and I tell him that. First of all, I told him I practice hoodoo. We work conjures specifically. And he goes like, oh yeah, we ain't scared of no hoodoos around here. And this gonna lead back to what I'm telling y'all about what I found about Zeus them, right? We ain't scared of no hoodoo. Okay, whatever. I ain't trying to do that to your ass. So, he was like, yeah, just talking a little whatever. This man is talking to me, and as he's trying to like pry, I'm protected, I'm shielded, and he's trying to pry, and as he's prying, right, he's 11:20, it was 22, it just went to 23, I'm timestamp. He's prying, and his words are slow. He can't talk to me. Like, it's like, but when he get on the phone with the customer to tell them something, he talking normal, like straight like that. Like, my guides or whatever, they weren't fucking around that day. Like, no, you not finna do that. So, yeah, like his words were slowing up. He could barely talk to me. He could not get his words out. And you could tell that spirit on him was trying to dig in my energy, because this nigga nose started bleeding. Like, he was trying his fucking hardest. Like, he was trying to get in. And he was trying so hard, like I said, like physically, like my kids, like witness, like his nose went to bleed. And we left there, they were like, oh my God. But we left there and he sent like a monitoring spirit, and I will never forget. I really don't think I told y'all this fucking story. I don't know where it's coming from right now, but okay, whatever, here it is. So yeah, he sent it and follow us to the house. And so he had gave me they have little magazines and shit in the occult stores or whatever, tell you what's going on, what's happening. And my daughter, she's like, we need to, we seen the monitoring spirits. And then so my daughter was like, we need to burn the flyer. We need to burn the thing. We need to burn it. We need to sever the tie. Because he was trying to connect, and he sent something to follow us to the house. When I tell y'all this motherfucking magazine, I burned that bitch now. Don't play with me. But it took, I ain't never seen a piece of paper take that long to motherfucking burn. It took forever. I never went back. And it was like he was trying to, I would pull up on accident. And it would be so funny because my daughter would be like, he trying to get you to come back to the store so he could reattach. Because one day I knew I was going somewhere. In some type of way, I ended up at his store again. And I was like, and it was weird. It's just really weird energy. Like, he wanted man. He was like, yeah, can you do me some spell kits or whatever? Can you do this? Can you do that? They know what that root do. They not trust me when I say to you. They don't like that. They know what that root do. When you connected to the earth, it just hit different. I ain't gonna hold you. It hit different. And that's just a random story. Like, I don't denote that, you people, like, I don't think, let me see, how can I put this? If you connected to earth, like, in a way where you working with nature and herbs and roots and rocks and shit, like, you got a direct correlation, because from the earth you came, you feel me? Your mother is earth herself. You weren't metal, I don't even know the proper language, but they say, how they say Lilith, essentially the idea of Lilith, she came from clay. She didn't come the dirt. She didn't, like Adam, she didn't come from the real. That's the same thing with Neth. Neth came, like the original woman. She created herself out of dirt from the earth, touched by God, right? So if that is from whence you came, and you come from a nature and nature spirits, like, It can get kind of interesting. And one day I'm going to touch on, like, that energy behind the fact that they don't, yeah, that's why it's harder. Deeply on a mythology, like, if you want to go back, way back, why it hit different. Even for women in general, not just people of color. Even for women in general, like, the fuck? Like, why? Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard out here for a pimp? Because you hit different. And they know it and you're a threat, so they tear you down and they keep you down because of it. But anyway, I don't know why that came to me. It must need to be said. But y'all, it was very, very interesting. The whole shabizzle, the whole shebang. And I've had some interesting interactions over the years with people. And when you say that you practice hoodoo, they will be looking at you like, ew, ew, ew. And I'm like, okay, so now me knowing the power of that shit, of being connected to the earth in that way, and also being a woman, because I stand for my sisters from a different mister, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, but I love y'all otherwise. But, women and people of color, figure out why we so held down, why we so oppressed. Go back to Greek mythology. I mean, it hit all the way back then. That shit don't make no sense. It was never given kumbaya, my lord. Maybe I should put it like that. It was never given kumbaya, my lord. And I guess I say this on the day for the divine feminine, right? Friday the 13th, which was essentially made for the divine goddess, not because of a fucking, woo-woo. But energy goes where it goes. So you put energy into the fact that it's a bad luck day, it's going to be a bad luck day. Yeah, but that's that. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, y'all. Trying to get this material and this class together for y'all so people can know, people can learn, people can see what's what. That's what I'm doing. Seduction magic. Not me checking my notifications. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a research buff. That's me, period. I don't think I ever really be able to like tap away from that a lot. I love to read, so baby. Then I've been trying, like I tried to read the Apocrypha. I downloaded it. And I'm going to have to take my time. But that Greek mythology, that me trying to construct this astrology and this birth chart and all that class and go deeper, oh my God. I guess I went all around the world and back again to say, it's a lot of information, way too much for it not to be true. And black and brown folks specifically, there's a reason why deep, way back of why we get the opposition that we get. And why they don't like the idea of hoodoo and voodoo. And there's a deeper opposition as to why they categorize Lilith as a demon. They categorize Lilith as a demon because Lilith came forth on her own. Next came forward on her own. And to my sisters and brothers from the east side of teens, I don't know who y'all person is. I have not gone down that rabbit hole yet. But I'm sure y'all have a creation story. And the very first person was probably like, demonized. So I'm here to say, just like they said Medusa really, went what they say. Anyway, that's another podcast, I guess. Let's see what's going on in the world. It's Friday, ruled by Venus. That's why I had to have that talk with y'all. To all my divine goddesses and gods and everything in between. We are tapping into the Venus energy, and we are doing glamour magic. We are doing our beauty treatments today, friendship workings, reconciliation workings, if the mood calls for it. Don't do nothing against nobody will. I'm not saying that as a moral thing. I'm saying that as it takes too much energy, and is it really worth it? So work on yourself. That's who I'd start with. Now, the moon is still first quarter in Capricorn, and in that retrospect, we are drawing things in, pulling from an external place. So, if you are asking and calling things in to be returned to you, mine has been more information heavy, which is so interesting because I say to say I've been watching Dead Boy Detectives too. Like me and Mars watched that, and there's a scene from the 7th episode where the girl, like, she lose her gifts, and so the people like, you never really lose your gifts or whatever. She goes in her mind, in her iris, right, and the person is called Iris, right, and it's a table of women, and they're like, dig deep into your ancestral heritage. And she does this cool ass shit, and it's funny enough that we talking about nymphs and nature spirits, and that could even go so far as Poseidon, and all the way to that, like, they're not nature spirits anyway. I'm not saying Poseidon, I'm talking about our oppressors for no reason, like they be mad about the wrong shit. But anyway, another talk for another day. The ancestors in her head, right, they put their hands in the ground and help her beat the witch. And she get her powers back. Like, not only does she get her other gifts back, she get the gifts of working with the earth. Like, she tell the spirit, like, okay, I guess I might as well tell it. So the white witch is mad because she's seen, which was funny or interesting, ironic, because it's never funny, haha. Now when you get the underlying tone. So in the beginning, when she started working with the Ghost Boy detectives, they encounter this witch who is white, and she is taking kids, right, and using their energy and their souls to, like, keep herself young and beautiful. Well, coincidentally, one of the children is a little black girl that get kidnapped or whatever. Like, Netflix, blame Netflix, not me, y'all. I'm just telling the story. Anyway, so yeah, she helped save the girl, and the witch is mad with her. So the whole season, the witch got it out for her and the Dead Boy detectives. And what happens is the lady tried to trap them, but she tried to trap them with a nature spirit. So, okay, now fast forward to the next 7th episode I was just telling you about. So, because we work with nature, right? That hoodoo, that voodoo, that woo, 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 woo. I'm saying. Okay. She puts her hands in the ground, and she tells the nature spirit to go back in the ground. No, we ain't doing all that. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. And the nature spirit go back in the ground and eat the witch up. Okay, boom. I don't know who needed to hear that, but that's why. That's why they made it, the girls and the girls. But yeah, I'll never forget, brother. And if I say, usually it's like, I'm just speaking, you know what I'm saying? But he will make some, oh yeah, we ain't afraid of that hoodoo around here. What you talking about? What you talking about? They get real in their feelings about this shit, but it's a reason why. And it go back, it's been ingrained, okay? Ingrained, just like it's ingrained for them to feel like women are dangerous and women are, this and that. It's ingrained in them. So if you feeling like it was going to be, lift every voice and sing and kumbaya, my Lord, no. Since the 12 Olympians, the Titans, baby, this been going like this. Okay, thanks. Like, you bob and they weave in this bitch. But anyway, first quarter moon at 111. 0 degrees. 111 degrees, y'all. Woo, that's a lot. And it's an angel number for all interested. But yeah, right now we got a lot of retrogrades, 7 to be exact. The nodes, they try to say like Pluto ain't a planet, but I'm pretty sure from what I've been reading, he begged to fucking differ. Hades, that is. The planets are the gods also, right? And the zodiacs are their personalities and their traits. Did y'all know that? Did y'all pick that up at some point? Am I the only one who? So when you look at your birth chart, right? Like, and if you want to, I wanted to obviously know thy oppressor so you can get out from under their ass, right? But I also was like deep diving because I wanted to push it to Egyptian pantheon and see from there what was what, okay? But yeah, so that's how they get us to keep them relevant, FYI. And it's been working, honey. Even if you ain't into the woo, even if they ask be like, oh, I'm not into that, you still go to work on Monday. You still go to church on Sunday. And what's Sunday's day? Sunday's God day. Who rules the sun? Oh, the sun god. Period. Or the god in the, well, there's a sky god, actually. So there's a little bit of a discrepancy with that. Because you do have a sky god. You do have a... and I want to figure out why they took that. And the only reason I could think why is because obviously there's a resistance to the sun. That's the only reason why I could see them saying, well, the sky god. You know what I'm saying? Like, because why else would you? Why would you, you know what I'm saying, go against? If not for that reason. Otherwise, I got to do a little bit more research as to why. Like, what made y'all say down with the sun? You know what I'm saying? Even to the point where they're saying now we have artificial sun. It's not even real sun. They block this shit off for some random shit they keep talking about. They do that, though. They make clouds and everything. It's too much. It's way too much. So, yeah, Sun, Virgo. So when you think of these, think of the gods. So the gods today are saying, Lilith is saying, it ain't right, it ain't fair, but I'm going to make it. But the gods today is the sun god. Your ego and your highest potential is in Virgo. And it is being very precise, very organized, very committed, very plan-like. And it is working along with the moon in Capricorn to make sure what goes around comes around. It is squaring Jupiter and Gemini 0 degrees because they are having a little conflict. Because obviously the sun wants you to get to work and Jupiter got your ass all over the place. You juggling, you're talking, and you're doing a lot. The sun in Virgo is also opposing Saturn in Pisces, which is retrograding. It's slowed down, giving you time to think, giving you time to do the work and plan and adjust. 5 degrees, right? And there's to incite change, transformation. It's also trining Uranus and Taurus, opposing Neptune and Pisces, retrograde at 7 degrees, a number of endings, and trining Pluto in Capricorn at retrograde at 9 degrees, a number of endings and completion. We ending it, we wrapping this shit up by 5. That's what the sun in Virgo is saying. And Uranus and Taurus, as well as the moon in Capricorn, is supporting it because, and Pluto, because it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. Nothing stays the same forever. You know? So the moon in Capricorn is trining Mercury in, Virgo. So, very serious signs. Why am I not surprised they're getting along? Duh. Squaring Venus in Libra. Obviously, not getting along with the dreamy dream, the delulu for shoo. And they want that shit to shift at 5 degrees, right? I like to put numerology with this team because it makes it, make all the more sense. Opposing Mars in Cancer. Not getting along. Capricorn ain't really with that mushy, smushy, passive-aggressive, emotional shit. And in order to get started and have a new beginning, 7 degrees, a lot of things have to be ended in order for that to happen. But you can't deal with it if you don't deal with your feelings. So that's why they're opposing. The moon is also sextile Saturn in Pisces, retrograde at 3 degrees. So I feel like they're harmonious because Saturn is making that Pisces energy do the work. It's just doing a different kind of work. You know what I'm saying? Mercury in Virgo is sextile Mars in Cancer at 0 degrees. That's interesting. What is it? I'm looking for Mars with the sun. Oh, the sun ain't even fucking with Mars today. Anyway, I was like, how is that gonna be messy boots? But no, or Mercury. So that's interesting. So Mercury is not even fucking with the sun today. Let's start there. And also Mars ain't fucking with the sun today. So they out the way and they getting shit done how they want to get it done, how they believe is most effective. Venus is in Miss Aphrodite, Miss Lilith, Miss Oshun, however you want to call it. She is in Libra today. And she's wanting fairness. The standards of beauty are changing. Things are being balanced out. And she's trining with Jupiter and Gemini, which is giving you confidence, power, grace, blessing. Jupiter is giving the blessing. Who rules Jupiter? Zeus. Amun. Okay, thanks. It's interesting. When it get more interesting, you start looking at them as people. Personalities. Which we should have been doing the whole fucking time. We should have been doing it like that the whole damn time. Because they're very much alive. 11:44 on the timestamp as I say that. They very much alive. Like, you probably like, what the fuck? Look it up. Look it up. Look up how many people literally say that the gods aren't gone anywhere. They just retreated and they letting us handle our business how we handle it. Sometimes they intervene and sometimes they don't. Or they send their lesser gods to do the work. Look it up. Look it up. They alive. And astrology is our way of interpreting and figuring out. And I kind of broke this down yesterday, but I feel the need to say it again. Astrology is our way of interpreting their moods and their plans and how they work for us. Make you look at your chart different, I bet you. Make you look at that bitch real different. Yeah, they're not gone anywhere. Like, can you imagine? It's like waking up, like the concept of being woke, air quotes, and it's like waking up from a fucking deep slumber, and you like, wait a fucking minute. Yeah. Meanwhile, we trying to convince everybody else around us. Nah. You got to keep it moving, baby. So, what will we read before I started to ramble? Venus. Mars in Cancer is squaring Neptune in Pisces, retrograde 6 degrees. Mars, Aries, god of war. He is not wanting to deal with his feelings today. And he's comfortable at home. He's comfortable with what he knows. And here come Neptune in Pisces, making you dig deeper, surfacing, making you dream, making you have some imagination, and trying to get you to do some different shit. And the god of fire is like, no thanks. Clearly it's squaring. Jupiter in Gemini is squaring also Saturn in Pisces retrograde. So Daddy Saturn, which is the grandparent of the crew. Baby, when I get ready to break this shit down for y'all gonna be like, y'all gonna look at y'all chart Y'all gonna look at astrology so fucking different. Like, they tell us their personality every day. Ain't that some shit? Anyway, so Saturn is granddaddy or daddy. That's why they call him Daddy Saturn. He's allowing you the he's not getting along with Jupiter right now. Jupiter is Zeus and Saturn, and it's kind of interesting that they're not getting along today, because now I want to pull out my handy dandy notebook. It's kind of interesting. Where are you? Don't do this. Don't make me look too hard. Let me go back. They ain't getting along today because Zeus killed Kronos and sent him to Tartarus. So they ain't getting along today. Are you shocked? Are you surprised? I'm not. Leo, things are being balanced. Somebody's being set free. Time is an illusion. You remember how they said, how they tell us that time's not real? Make you think. Some things to make you go, So anyway, Jupiter and Gemini. Jupiter's got better, fresh ideas, ready to put them into action, confident, and Saturn in Pisces is making you deal with who you are when no one's watching. So all that little shit that you did, that you didn't think nobody was watching, Saturn is breezing through. I have my theory on the seasons and Chronos and time. I said I was gonna go through and align them with the Egyptian pantheon too. That's I keep saying send me flowers, y'all. And if you know me, you know what I mean when I say send me flowers, because to me this requires, it's such a mind fuck. This is going to require lots of gardening. Okay, so Uranus, who is the celestial, the actual sky god, the one that made everything old, right? It's sextile Neptune. I don't know why I'm doing it like that. Neptune in Pisces retrograding at 1 degree. So the old gods, right? They realize that there's a season for everything and it's time for things to change. And you can see that in the way the aspects have been going, and they're fighting because of it. Random. Okay, so yeah, he cool, create something new, follow your intuition. It's in Taurus. Be of service. Know your self-worth. That's the energy that Mr. Uranus is in. Granddaddy, Sky Daddy Uranus is in today. Uranus in Taurus is also trining Pluto in Capricorn. So they getting along. So mind you, all the old guys is getting along. Let me go back and run that and see. Venus and Jupiter getting along. Yeah. Wait, Saturn and Venus, willpower, growth. I think Libra is it's giving go along to get along, and they're both air signs, so it's whatever. That's why they're getting along. And Venus, I wonder what's hair. Anyway, I gotta go back and research that. But anyway, Neptune in Pisces retrograde, sextile Pluto in Capricorn retrograde at 1 degree. So slowing down, making accurate plans, following your intuition, creation, really just the evolution of what you are bringing from your spirit out into the world. Ooh, don't want me to talk, but I'm talking anyway. The nodes are in Aries, North Star. Now, this what I hadn't gotten to. I hadn't gotten to what the nodes, the fates, and it's something else that I want to get into. Would the nodes be the fate? Oh, y'all hear that? Are the nodes the fates? Or are the nodes the the other ones. Anyway, right? So North Star, South Star, and I say the fates. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up before I get all up into that. But they Aries and they retrograde, and they're making you. It's a mind fuck, and they're making you deal with your subconscious and your past, and they're making you work on that shit. And it's squaring at 5 degrees. It's giving you free will to speak, to do, to act, and, commit to what it is that is going to propel you forward quickly with that Mercury and Hermes and all that energy. Hermes want to move you through quick. Hermes is a trickster, thief, etc. 1 degree. Squaring Mars in Cancer, not really. They didn't want to deal with their feelings. They don't want to deal with their feelings, and they're having a hard time adjusting to change. The nodes in Aries are also opposing Lilith in Libra. So Lilith on the outside looking in today, my good sis. Lilith being a set, being the original woman, the original sin, because they trying to figure out how a bitch create herself. She must be a devil. Must be a demon. Cause how you make yourself? Okay, anyway. Yeah. They don't want to deal with them shadows. They don't want to deal with what comes up out of the dark. Childhood issues, things that you push far away. But it's happening. Because Lilith in Libra is squaring the moon in Capricorn at 4 degrees to create balance and bring harmony and freedom. And it's squaring Mars in Cancer at 3 degrees to bring everything in divine alignment that needs to happen so that we can move forward and get this new start. Chiron is in Aries. I have not researched him. It is a person. It is a god. I mean, I don't know if Chiron is... I know Chaos is a woman. Chaos is... Goddess. Chaos is the abyss. Is Newt. Did y'all know that? Anyway, Chiron is somebody too, but I ain't looked them up yet. Aries, though, is what it's in, and it's retrograding. And it is conjuncts the sun in Capricorn at 1 degree, and it's opposing Venus in Libra at 4 degrees, and it's sextile Jupiter in Gemini at 2 degrees. I don't know why. I'm thinking it's because they want to be expansive. They want to address. They want to tap into your power. But at the same time, don't nobody want to fuck with their feelings right now. It's very methodical, like 1, 2, 3, energy. Like, ain't nobody really trying to deal with their inner deepest, darkest. And ain't nobody trying to step outside of their feelings. Showing nobody and changing, and that's why you see so much opposition and so much squaring. They up there fighting, or over there. How do you consider Earth? That's interesting. But anyway, over there, because if the guys live on Mount Olympus, I'm gonna say over there. They over there fighting. But yeah. We are gonna pull, obviously. Y'all probably like, what the hell? But like, I will never forget. I had a homegirl at one point when we were cool tell me she didn't want to read, and I may have mentioned this to y'all before, cause they open your mind up to certain shit, and that sound like the most brainwashed shit I had ever heard. And again, that was the day that I probably knew we weren't gonna be cool no more. So if I'm coming to y'all with that new, and the way I perceive astrology is different now, it's because I have researched and I see that it's much more interesting than we originally thought. I'm going to say interesting because when you come to terms with the idea that these are personalities, these are traits, these are actual people that are not dead, according to, they're very much existing, that we run our entire lives off of, and how it's been synchronized. And you try to think to yourself, how do we beat the system? How do we win? How will we eat? How will we leave? So I wonder who, like, where Prometheus is in that astrology landscape, because he's the guy that brought fire, that brought information, technology to the people. So, because that's why I remember I told y'all that's why him and Zeus ain't getting along, right? Or Zeus tried to trap his friend because he was mad at him for giving us this shit. So I wonder where Prometheus is in our day-to-day landscape of astrology, if he's even there. I'm a look. Never ever thought I would have an interest in Greek mythology, you know. But like I said, you gotta study it, even if you want to go to the other side, which I would say the other side for us would be the Egyptian pantheon. Because at the end of the day, if you don't know what's up, you won't know how to work around it or work through it. So you gotta know what the fuck is up. And then have enough sense to be able to connect the dots to where it leads back to you, your people, your shit, you know, confirmation verb. And that's going to take time, and it is going to be a class. I have a lot of little classes I said I was going to do that I got to put up. So, send me flowers if you love me. I'm a fan of Hello Mood. Pluto is the is the strain that I like, and I need to get a P.O. box. I used to have one. I need to have one. So y'all can send me stuff. Y'all want this information? Y'all want this breakdown? Okay, fine. But I'm gonna need some flowers on the way, baby, because it is fucking plex. I just split the deck at family and wisdom. I wonder why. I wonder why. Eurydice cursed the gods, bro. And in the original story, she stepped on the snake, but in the show, she got hit by a bus. When she cursed the gods, I was like, no, I don't curse the gods now. That's why I'm saying, with all due respect, I'm just saying, bro, we want something. We want to win in lifetime too, if it's okay with y'all. Okay. If it's okay with y'all, we you know, we would like a piece of the pie as well. In honor of Pluto and Aquarius. That's why we be having revolutions. And then in the show, like, Pluto dipped at the end of the show and Zeus couldn't find any. So Zeus was like, he can't get his water till he come get it himself. But Hades dipped out on their ass to go shift the narrative. Y'all gotta watch it. It's worth the watch. It is. It's definitely worth the watch. Okay, y'all. So, thank you, Popeye, for opening the roads and allowing me to communicate with my spirit team and get some guidance and insight on what we need to do today or next or whatever, whenever these messages are becoming timeless. That's another thing. They're becoming timeless, so, you know, whenever they get it, they know they're supposed to have it. And thank you for protecting and covering me as I go on this journey to get this info and possible tea. Also, yeah, thank you for the gift. You know how I feel about it. You know how I feel about you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I honor it. I love it. I respect it. Let's get into some things. Ooh, y'all. And when I get deep into this motherfucking tarot research from the Romeo, oh my God. It's going to be interesting. Because my brain works a certain type of way. So I be seeing shit different than the average bear. I be catching shit a lot of people wouldn't catch. Especially in this day and age. Because a lot of people don't like to read. It's very few. It's a small number. Smaller than you think. But I plan on translating the information I get into a digestible form so people can still catch those gems, if you will. Like that girl on TikTok said, I went to the club so you don't have to. I go into the crossroads so y'all don't have to. I go to the crossroads so y'all don't have to. Okay, thanks. What we got for the best? The free man in reverse. Present. Son of Coins in reverse. Don't tell me my plan ain't gonna work, because it is. Tell me about the collective. Okay. Two of Knives in the upright. I know that's right. Overcoming challenges. Don't play with me. Near future. Two of Sticks in the reverse. You feel like I ain't gonna make no progress? And overall, the grandchildren. Yes, I will. So says daddy, granddaddy. You know how your grandparents like be more like kind? That's what this energy is. The grandparents and the ancestors gonna give you the gems that you need. Cause change gonna come. So says, who's in it? Al Green. Okay, anyway. Tell me why the free man is in reverse. The free man is in reverse because we have a daughter of baskets here. Somebody is committed, loyal, water sign, feminine energy, younger. Tell me more. Father of Knives in the upright. In your past, somebody is not able to move forward, or they're not moving forward. Can't move on because they're committed to some sort of plan or strategy. And what's their plan or strategy that they committed to? It involves a mother of knives. So this is like a family. That's might be why I split the deck and they said family wisdom. Somebody's very loyal. They can't move on. This is family business. Father of knives and mother of knives in the upright. Y'all think this giving tea? Tell me about the son of knives in the reverse. So you have a son of coins, an earth sign masculine energy, a younger energy here, made an initial plan, but it looks like they're having some problems with executing because maybe there are delays, conflict, seven of coins, minor conflict, maybe family dysfunction. Tell me about this seven of coins in the reverse. Somebody's called judgment on somebody's. They think their plans are immature. They think there's conflict. Oh, don't not. Let me pull out my helpful guide, and that should say family conflict. Because I keep going to the, ooh, I know y'all not trying to show up. No, that's not what I was looking for. Reaping wasted energy. Somebody feels like fruitless. Somebody feel like their plan not gonna work or their plan is premature. Maybe could be Libra. That's interesting. Somebody has been called judgment. You could have possibly called judgment on an earth sign masculine. Somebody was very immature when they decided to do something. Tell me about the two of sticks in the reverse, please. Gemini energy, air sign. We got the magician. So it's being exposed that there is magic at play to stop your progress. You're having to work in the spirit realm. Don't tell me it's going to get deep. Tell me about the two of knives. Three of knives in reverse. You got, okay, now I see. So you got two people, possibly a couple, older couple, for sure. It's a group of, it's two, those, right now. From your past. Ancestors could be, maybe not quite elevated. They're very committed to stopping you from moving forward with something. And they've been working together. There is magic at play here with the Black Hermit. Air sign heavy here. We got Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Very much air sign heavy. It's giving, got a lot of knives here today, y'all. Yeah, they're using magic to slow down your progress. somebody feeling like they judging you, they judging your movements, your plans. They feel like they're not well thought out. They feel like it's a fruitless endeavor. Why? You big mama in reverse. Somebody's trying to hide something. Leo could be significant. Two of coins in the upright. This Leo, they don't want you. They think things are already balanced. So they don't believe that these things should be exposed. Like, what's the point of exposing it? They're judging your plans. They don't think they should be exposed. They think things are fine the way they are. Really now? Tell me about the Three of Knives in reverse. You're entering into something and you may not see all points, or you know, and that's you because we got the Three of Knives to the Five of Baskets in the reverse. Tell me about this. All right, so they're saying what you don't realize is you ain't no coming back from this shit. There's no coming back. They're thinking that you're gonna have to overcome some challenges. That maybe they're bitter, maybe they think you're gonna be in regret because you're not gonna be able to come back from it. You got a Bishop C.H. Mason here, Hierophant energy. They want to make sure, like, because this Hierophant could be like 5, like you be making changes, and like Spirit is like, are these morally correct? They're afraid. You know how they be like, you can't tell your folks everything because, like, their limited mindset will keep you kind of stuck. It's giving it. Like, they don't think you can see all the points. They don't realize that. They feel like you're gonna, mourning, loss, separation, punishment, abandonment. Spirit say you making the right decision, but your people, they not really for that shit. The train. As you open these new doors, and I realize, you know what I'm saying? They feel like you ain't examining all points, and they just want you to do the right thing. But you are making the right decision, though, because this Bishop C.H. Mason is coming out in the upright Taurus energy, like I said. It's a point of no return. Like they say, once you open up Pandora's box, you can't go back. And maybe they're afraid for you. So there is an energy doing magic to stop you from making progress. Tell me more. Yeah, they trying to keep you in disillusion. Ace of Knives in reverse. Because they don't want you to have to fight. John Horse in reverse. Aries energy. They don't want you to have to battle. So they trying to create this disillusion so that you'll be afraid, so that you won't make progress. Son of Sticks in reverse. Because there will be secrets that will be exposed. You will be exposing not only yourself, you will be exposing them. Moon card in reverse. And 6 of Coins in the upright. So as you expose these secrets, as you realize these things, they are saying that oh, it's going to come out that they owe you something. You're owed something. They owe somebody, or you're owed something. This is interesting. Yeah, they judging you. Yeah. Because there's some juggling going on. Tell me about that 2 of coins. Ooh, 9 of coins in reverse. There's a secret. Like a family secret. There's like something that was unethically done. Shallow, vulgar, low class, pretending to care about others for financial gain. Tell me about the 9 of coins in the reverse. 3 of coins in the upright. Yeah, there's some people, like, there's a collaboration. I told y'all somebody was working together. That 3 of coins thing came out. So somebody could have been working with some low-level ass people. Somebody, like, or it's going to cause them strain for you to continue to dig. Tell me about the grandchildren, though, overall. Aquarius energy. Ace of coins in the upright. So it's self-motivated. Like, the shit that they don't want to expose, the things they don't want to happen, it's like self-motivated because you will benefit. That's why the Hierophant card came out in the upright. You making the right decision. You will benefit. It's them who's going to suffer. They told these lies so you wouldn't fight. You would be afraid to fight. You would be afraid to stand in your power. Because if you did, then there would be secrets that would be exposed, possibly about inheritances, money. And I don't get those, like, I see them hoes all the time. I feel like inheritance is more than money, though. It could be your mantle, your gifts. But your grandchildren, the star, is saying you get a new start. Stay focused on building and doing. I could run the deck because this is messy. This is T. Daughter of coins in the reverse. Yeah, you walked away from them, right? This is on the back. This is in the back, though, y'all. I'm not trying to show some respect. So they were trying to slow you down because you walked away, basically. And they was treacherous as fuck. Like, you realized they weren't working for you. They was working against you, trying to control you to stop you from, like, healing. This is toxic family shit. Ooh, that's why that shit said family and wisdom when I said that. Yeah, they don't, whatever you working on, they want you to fucking stop. Because it's going to push them into a season of lack. And I say seasons because baskets is months. It's going to push them into, they're trying to slow your ass down because your wheel of fortune. Ooh, they've been plotting, planning, scheming. Ooh, trying to cause you endings. Ooh, by controlling you, abusing you. They very malicious, fucking with your mind, making you shut up. Because that Son of Knives in reverse, he's not talking. Let's see what the guys have to say. I know y'all probably like, damn, today would be the day to pull the deck. I don't know about that. I might have to come back for a nightcap. Get with the night spirits. See what the night spirits got to say. Oh, I'm an hour and 13 minutes. All right, guys, let's see what time it is. The Fool in the upright. Spirits that you taking a leap of faith. And Queen of Cups in reverse. There's somebody in their feelings. So somebody took some sort of leap of faith and tried to put a Queen of Cups in the reverse. And they were working because you were working on this Ace of Pentacles, which they came out again. They upset. This is full run the deck worthy. I ain't even gonna hold you, but I'm already like an hour in, y'all. Like, oh my God. So somebody took a leap of faith. Emotional, unstable creature, mom, water sign, feminine. And it seems as though because you were working on getting started, you were working on starting over. And this person, maybe you were helping this person initially, or they were getting help from a Queen of Swords in the upright. There she go again. Who was hiding something, the Sun card in reverse again, that they were working and planning to come to do something quickly, but you walked away. The Star card again. You walked away because you realized something. That Judgment in reverse. You realized something about this person. So you called Judgment, which took strength. Ooh, I ain't gonna do it today. Tell me about the present. Spirit says, do not be in regret, because they were fighting and you were having to battle with a lot of secrets, lies, betrayals that was never going to end. The world in reverse. So you had to move away from these Two of Wands in the upright. Tell me about the the collective. So somebody's trying to stop your movement forward, the Chariot in reverse, and that is the truth. Yeah, they're trying to slow you down for real. Maybe because you'll expose the truth. Ooh, with the Hangman, Pisces, water sign energy, Mars energy, with that Chariot. Yeah, they trying to hold you up, baby. Because they see that you're going to escape this impoverished life that they were trying to put you in. And you would heal it. You would heal yourself. You would heal. You would be able to fix things quickly. Yeah, you healing rapidly. Tell me about the near future, please. Hierophant again. Spirit stepped in, so their wishes won't be fulfilled. Nine of Cups in reverse. These people were trying to control you through your finances, but it looks like you maybe switched up on the ass. Page of Pentacles in the upright, and you decided to be a leader and not a follower. And this Queen of Wands in reverse was trying to be abusive and controlling, fire sign feminine, and slow you down from your progress. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So you seem to have, they wanted to stagnate you from your healing process so that you wouldn't be able to make decisions. You would always be confused. And this would keep you down bad. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, because you are the Empress. All right, then. Tell me about the overall energy. Spirit says, keep doing what you do. Page of Swords in the upright. You know what's up, the High Priestess. I know that's motherfucking right. Keep talking. You the High Priestess. Fuck what you heard. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. You got friends in high places. That's what I just heard. You got friends in high places. Let's see what the oracle come out. Spirit says, remember that these people didn't show you kindness and they weren't patient with you because they didn't want you to experience a rebirth. And that's how they were going to throw you out of balance, because you wouldn't be following your instincts, because you wouldn't be able to protect yourself. And this would cause you to just make decisions quickly. Yeah. their secrets are being exposed though, because you've had the courage to expose them. Basically, tell me about the present. This is interesting. You are loved. Love. What about it? Oh, play. They play on your love for them. Tell me about but you are loved though. Like I said, you got friends in high places. Yeah, they played on your love for them though, so that they could continue to hunt you. Hunt came out. Tell me about the collective. Spirit wants you to believe in yourself and realize that they were just trying to trick you. Tell me about the near future. Somebody can no longer defend themselves. They can't defend what they created. They can't defend what they created. Don't be consumed with things that aren't true to you. Sacred in reverse. Yeah, Spirit don't want you to be afraid. Stay at peace. Disguise in reverse. Overall, stay inspired. Yes, honey. They trying to stop you. Can't stop us now. But I won't stop now. However the song go. It gets deep. But you straight. 4 wands in the upright. To get out your feelings and move on. I'm going to leave it right there. Railroad coming again. They just was trying to slow your ass up. Disguise in reverse. Somebody can't disguise themselves anymore. You were providing for them, and now they're at unrest because it's being revealed that they truly lack the confidence, and their energy is down bad. You've called back your power. They can't con you. They've lost their strength. They've lost their determination. Nothing they're doing is working, so they want to communicate with you and say how they've transformed and healed. But Spirit says you ended this shit, freedom here, and they, your family just doesn't bring you joy. Or they don't want you to have it. This definitely about family. That's crazy. So that's my word, y'all. I'm gonna post the visuals, and I pray that you guys got something out of this, and you're able to kind of work your way through it, as have most of the chosen people have been doing. And a lot of people don't like that word. They don't like when people say chosen. They don't like it. But let me tell you something. I think I said this to y'all before. Ain't shit cute about being chosen? The fuck? When you be chosen and you come back through and you don't keep the memories that you had from when you decided to take the journey. Like, you have to fight your way. You decide, like, hey, I decided to come here and be a warrior. I decided to come here and be a truth teller. I decided to come here and heal my generational lineage. Like, I came to fight, because we over this shit, right? So when people be like, I think they romanticize it because they don't know what it really means or what a heavy burden it is. Because being chosen is akin to being the black sheep. And nobody want to be the black sheep. Nobody want to be rejected. But that's how you can tell. Not, like I always say, the ones they choose ain't the ones. The ones they uplift and woo, them ain't the ones. Them not the ones. At all. Time teach you that. Allegory teach you that. Mythology teach you that. Like, let's keep that shit player. So don't be fooled. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you awaken and you do more with your journey and you learn more, and as you go out in the world and you say, okay, let me put this out, let me do this, let me be a change maker, so that the next timeline of people that come, they can, we can fix this shit. It's not a fun or like easy task. I think it's rewarding in terms of you a warrior, you chose. I'll never forget when I realized that everybody don't have a Chiron in their chart. Everybody don't got one. No. So, yeah. But yeah, that's what I got for y'all. Okay, thanks. I love you guys, and I pray that you got what you needed, or if it's not for you, share it with somebody who you think will resonate and it'll help them. If you guys need private bookings, I am open. Today is donation based, so I need to open that link up. Don't tell nobody, y'all. But it's donation based, so click the link in my bio and get you a donation based reading to see what's the deal, and if anything, we can work through some more things that might call your attention. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love y'all, and we will most definitely chat soon. Turn your notifications on. Bye.